Calgary's a very dynamic city, so SAIT plays a great role within the dynamics of working with industry to provide students who are trained to hit the ground running. We teach them critical thinking. They are completely familiar with computers. The Microsoft Office suite is very important. We work on that in pretty much every class that they're taking.
With the evolution of our program and how it's progressed over time, one of the next steps that we saw was really essential was to ensure that our students were carrying the credentials in industry that would give them the recognition of their skill level. So we really did a lot of research on the Microsoft Office Specialist Certification Program, and we knew instantly that that's the direction we needed to take. One of the things we've noticed with our students as they've graduated last year and the ones going into the workforce this year, we've heard, I've got to get that certification on my resume, I need that logo on my signature, I've got to get that before I graduate. And they really do talk about it amongst each other and try to see how many they can get.
I think the certification really adds a lot to the graduation as well. So instead of just getting a diploma to put on to your resume, you also have certified in Excel, certified in Word, that can put you above all the other graduates of other business courses around Calgary.
Office technology, especially the Microsoft Office suite, everybody has it on their desk, and very few people really use it the way it should be used. I think what they'd like to be able to do is go into that interview where they say, I not only know how to use the Microsoft Office suite, I am certified by Microsoft as a specialist. In looking at some of their cover letters, even going out this year, that was on almost all of their cover letters.
So being certified actually gives you that extra edge in interviews and when you're talking to people. And I think it's really important because you learn a lot more and you're given a lot more opportunity. Rather than just having the skills, it's nice to know you have the skills and you can show that you have the skills.
I worked in Office this summer, and I can't even explain how much knowing things about Word and Excel helped. My boss would say, "Can you do this?" And I would, "Yes, I know how to do it." And it's a good feeling knowing how to do stuff, and you know, you have a confidence. You hold yourself different when you know how to do things.
The certification program started, we really didn't know where to begin. CCI Learning Solutions, which is Certiport and Microsoft's partner in Canada, they were ready to act right away as soon as we told them we wanted to get started. And then we really sat down with them and said, okay, what do we need to do to get this in place, and how, do we need practice tests? Do we need a full lab? We really sat down and sort of mapped the whole thing out and how we could put together a pilot program. We then got the go-ahead, and we had our practice tests brought online, and we had a few of the instructors in our program take the training to make sure that we could do the practice tests for our students. And we had our first students ready to write then in that academic year. But really to get it going, we relied on CCI Learning so much. We were calling them all the time and saying, now what should we do? How do we do the vouchers? How do we do this? And they really held our hand through the whole thing, and it was a fantastic relationship that was extremely supportive.
So as an administrator, offering or adding the Microsoft Office Specialist certifications has really bumped up our level of excellence. Now when our students are going out, they can go anywhere in the world and they can work. They have a skill set that's transportable anywhere. That's something that they can have forever. No one will ever take it away. They have this globally recognized set of skills that so many people out globally in the workforce recognize. They don't have to know much about our program, but when these students go out with that stamp on their resume, that wonderful little logo on their resume, that validates them globally. That's so exciting for us.
Well, actually, how I got my current job was they actually came to me, which was really nice for being just a recent graduate, fresh out of college, trying to get your foot in the door in the career, and they actually emailed me because they found my resume and saw that I had all these skills and saw that I had this certification and said, hey, we're looking for someone who's really good at what they do. We found your resume. Would you mind coming in for an interview?
We are so excited to have certification within our program. In the year and a half that I've been here, it has brought the level of what the students do in their classes up an entire notch. It's raised the bar. We find that having the Microsoft Suite in our program has always been successful. But now that we've added that extra layer of what we consider excellence that really defines our students, we're finding that industry's excited as well.